Yo, people, lateness is greatness. Welcome back into the building. You already know what time it is. It's time for another show, people. I got Miz. Younes is going to be here soon as well. But before we get into everything, I can see the chat as well. Big up to everybody in the chat. Hope you're all doing well on this evening, night, in the UK anyway. Morning for Miz. Miz, how are you, my brother? How are you?
Yeah, good, man. First of all, that's a fly intro, man. That's the first time I've actually seen that intro. That's awesome, man. I'm really up now. 7:10 a.m. Haven't had breakfast yet, but straight after this show, or you can eat breakfast at my place. Come along.
Bro, do you know what it is? Yeah, I mean, obviously, I have to use that intro for the transfers. We're talking about transfers. I was like, let me milk this intro as much as I can because when the season's on, I can't use that at all. But I'm missing Chelsea, man. Like the Euros is great. Yeah. The countries are doing their thing. That's all lovely. But I am missing Chelsea dearly now. Like Thomas Tuchel, I feel like I haven't heard from Thomas Tuchel in like years. Do you know what I mean?
Absolutely, bro. I mean, look, preseason's just around the corner. And I think this preseason's going to be lit with so many players to look out for, who's going to cut the squad and whatnot. So, yeah, man, I completely understand you, bro. Like, I'm over it as well, man. I just want this final to be over. And we all know what's going to happen leading up to the final now. It's all about Jorginho and Declan Rice. So we just need to enjoy that a little bit longer, and then we should be home clear.
I'm trying not to focus on the whole Jorginho versus Declan Rice thing because it really is just a Twitter thing, and there's we got to remember there's fans outside of Twitter, there's Instagram, there's Facebook, there's just people that don't even use socials. So I don't even want to get into that whole debacle between the two rival fan bases, so to speak. Younes is in the building as well. Let me add him in. My brother, the third musketeer. How are we doing? Look at him.
Oh, not this guy. I might have to mute him.
Oh, Younes, man. How are you?
Yes,
I see you're very happy. I can see you're very happy indeed.
How can you not be happy? Because it's coming home, Miz. How you doing?
I can't stand you. I can't stand you in social media now. I swear, when I see your tweet, I just cringe. I'm like, oh, not this guy again. Not this guy.
It'll end on Sunday. If we lose.
Look, you know what? Kudos to you. You got to have to celebrate. It's your nation that's doing well. So, of course, you're going to have to do what you do. And congratulations to England. Ever since they beat Germany, it was, the final was the bare minimum. So they got there, which is what you need to do. And you got to do what you're doing. So kudos to you.
Now the Italian job is just around the corner.
And we're showing up with the minis.
Yeah, do you know what? Yeah, I mean, Younes, you're doing the watch-alongs on Twitch, aren't you? For the Euros?
I am, yeah.
I'm thinking I'm gonna do a watch-along for the Euro final and for the Copa America. But that time in between the Euros ending and the Copa America starting at about 1 a.m. So I'm going to do 2 live streams on this channel on that day because there's 2 finals.
You won't have enough break, I don't think. It's like literally...
I think there is 10 p.m. to 1 a.m. There's a couple hours there to go into Central.
A couple of hours.
Yeah, I'm going to go and see what's going on.
If we win,
If we win. If we don't win, I'm staying inside, of course.
If we win, Trafalgar Square, mate, straight there.
Yeah, straight there. Are you going to go as well?
I'm contemplating it because I'm going to be doing a watch along, innit? So if that happens, I'm like, all right, lads, see you later. Boom.
Yeah, literally, as soon as full time, I'm gone. And also, are you going to do Copa America or you're not covering that?
No.
See, Messi versus Neymar. I feel like I should.
Big game. Yeah,
it's
a big one.
Game. Yeah.
Big one.
Do you reckon there's enough sort of viewers for that? Like,
I don't know. We're about to find out the hard way.
Yeah.
I mean, no one else. I don't think Goldberg or Robbie or any of those guys or Thogden, I don't think any of them have done any Copa America stuff. So I'm just going to weasel my way into the YouTube algorithm and see what happens. And if I catch a load of South Americans on the way,
that's exactly what's going to happen.
Feel free to subscribe. I'll stick up subtitles on the end of my streams and we'll keep it moving.
You need to learn how to say subscribe in Portuguese and in Spanish.
Mm-hmm. And also, Matisse, you need to learn how to say lateness is greatness in Portuguese and Spanish.
So. Yeah, that is true.
You're gonna have to.
Yeah, but yeah, I'm sure. Look, there's always people that are awake and you look at your own analytics, boys, as well. You'll see US, you'll see all over the world. So someone will be awake. We'll see what happens. I see Lewis even doing like WrestleMania at that time as well. So
that's insane. I don't know how there's fans for that. Like that's mad.
There's a market out there. There is a market out there.
You definitely won't be getting any English people watching. That's for sure. If we win it. Just saying.
Oh yeah, they'll be in bed crying, aren't they? And to be honest, if we do win, then I probably still won't get them because they'll be.
Oh, you won't get them. They'll be out. Exactly. Yeah. They'll be like,
I think if we lose, there'll be riots, and if we win, there'll be celebration.
You know what the crazy part about the Copa America would be is if Messi ends up winning, it'll be his first national team. So that from that perspective, maybe you're onto something, Matisse. Maybe there could be something there. But if Brazil wins, then I think they're all run away.
If you don't shoot, you don't score. And then the return of the roundabout as well that night for Sunday night for Monday morning upload. So it's going to be a hectic. It's going to be a hectic Sunday.
Don't try and wake up at 5 a.m. and do that madness. Like I'm not
gonna sleep. I'm just gonna keep it going. I mean, the stream will end at like 3 a.m. So yeah, I'll just be awake.
Wow.
Before we start on the transfers, which is obviously the main meat and mash to this show. Younes, how are you feeling though with this whole is coming home and obviously with the players' celebration? We saw Mason Mount handing a shirt to the fan and everything. How are you feeling? Do you really think it? Are you feeling the full spirit of it all now? Are you excited?
This is the moment I was talking about last time we spoke. I said, look, if we get to this point, you're going to be feeling it. And yeah, I'm feeling it. Now it's serious. Now it's serious, man. I mean, I'm really happy. I'm happy. I'm proud of the lads. I'm all sorts. And the emotion was unreal just for the sake of, this country's waited for this for 55 years. It's been, one of those things where loads of people thought it would never happen in their lifetime. I never thought I'd see, realistically, I hoped, but I never thought I'd see England in a final. Yeah. And here we are. So it's amazing, but there's still one more step, man. I mean, I'd be heartbroken if we lose on Sunday. I think everyone will. Like, we're so close. We have to get it done. We have to, and it won't be easy. That's the thing. It won't be easy. Italy, our top team, the hardest team in the tournament as far as I'm concerned. So, yeah, it's coming home. The buzz is there. It's all sorts, but there's one more hurdle to go, and I'm praying we get it done.
Yeah, Copa America on the Sunday morning. Sorry, I'm frazzled. Anyway, so I mean, I'm very interested to see how this all works out for England because this is the biggest opportunity they've had really since the World Cup win to win something. Yeah, so this is their first final since then. Southgate has already now proven way above my expectations, so he deserves a new contract, in my opinion, even if he loses the final and then he goes to the World Cup. But I have to ask you guys about this. Bambo starting it straight out the gates. Me and Miz were speaking about it backstage as well. Griezmann links. Now, I don't really think there's any truth or any real substance to this. And the reason why is because we know Barcelona are going through some terrible times at the moment, which is unfortunate. Like I said,
terrible is being kind.
Oh, yeah. Terrible is being kind. Didier Drogba did what he did. It's a disgrace. Sprinkled juju across their club and haven't been the same since. And now they are trying to release players out of their contracts like Titi, who refused. They can't re-sign Messi up. All of their new signings can't be registered with La Liga because they've broken the wage cap. And they need to clear a lot of wages off their bill, which is hence why Griezmann is probably being linked to us. They're probably forcing the link on their side. So I don't really believe that Chelsea are even really interested. I don't see why they would be, to be honest. 30 years old as well. Not an out-and-out striker, not an out-and-out winger, another second striker-ish kind of player. I just don't see the room for a left-footed forward when we've got Kai Havertz and Ziyech. But I mean, Miz, what do you make of the whole link? Do you think should we be bailing Barcelona out?
Bailing Barcelona? Wow. We should be.
What a headline.
Who would have thought that would happen?
Yeah, we should be making sure that they're more on the mud, and probably if we can offload some of our players to them maybe and get them, really struggling. But no, man, I don't know where this news has come from. So I'm not, I've seen the whole thing about Griezmann floating around, but is that any of the top journalists talking about it, or is that just?
That's why. That's why.
Is that CFC Dubois just creating something? Look, man. As you said, his He's 30. We check the stats. You know, it's not like we're getting that Atletico Madrid Griezmann, which Barcelona got it late. When Atletico Madrid, he was doing madness over there with Diego Simeone. He played at times as an inside forward, sometimes as a false nine. Like, he was really zippy. He had the, his technique was fantastic. He pressed well. But now, even for France in the Euros, I wasn't impressed one bit. I don't even think I even noticed Griezmann. I mostly noticed Mbappe or Benzema, and obviously their midfield with Pogba and Kante. But Griezmann was a shadow of a player. So I don't see how he even fits in. He probably would even be. We're already finding it difficult to give game time to Calamity Nador and Ziyech. Yep. And if we do get someone like Griezmann will be below them. So unless he wants to play for the academy and help out the academy boys, for us, do you know what I mean? And he's not even going to get that type of wages with us. Like,
this is the thing. I don't know how much he's actually on. I know Bambo said
someone said 800k.
I wasn't 800k.
You'll cry. He's on 800,000 euros a week.
That's insane, bro. I don't even think anyone at Chelsea is on that money.
No one. Not even close.
Of course not. No.
He's on 594 600k pounds a week.
Oh, that's
yeah. See, we're not doing that. We're not doing that.
They haven't got money.
Yeah, he's their second highest earner, just behind De Jong. And obviously, Messi's not on that because he's not even contracted them at the moment. Yeah, you see, here's what we're not going to do, Griezmann. You're not going to come in here and fuck up all of our shit. Yeah, you're not going to do that. That's what you're not going to do. You're not going to come in here.
He's going to find it lucky to get 10% of that wage with Chelsea.
Absolutely not. You ain't going to come in here now and start messing with our whole wage system. What a stupid link, man. These people really
that's crazy. A dumb link, bro. Whoever it is, you know what, live chat, find out who it is, bring them to this channel and let's expose them. Like, right now, I'm mad now.
Can you imagine trying to offer Griezmann a deal? Like, all right, and Antoine, you want to talk? Okay, what salary are we going to offer you? We're going to offer you 350 quid a week. You taking it or not?
And it just happens to be one of the players that Barcelona need to get rid of. So Griezmann, Coutinho, one of those guys are top of their list to get rid of in terms of wages, and he just happens to be the one that we're interested in. And by the way, this has come out of nowhere. Yeah,
honestly, I will take him for maybe 15 grand a week. 15 grand a week. Seriously, that's what I would take him for if he wants to come.
I'm simply just not interested because, like I said, I don't think our targets should really be fluctuating. If we have our targets that we've been scouting and doing our due diligence on from before this window, then those should be the targets. From the moment you start panic buying and taking people's leftovers and all these kind of things, and is that a grain of rice on the plate? Yeah, I can eat that for dinner, no problem. No, we're not doing that. We want a meal. We want to be well fed here, and a well fed striker is Lukaku or Haaland. Look at the size of them. You know, they eat continuously. What did I say on Elizabeth stream all those months ago? Our strikers don't eat. They remind me of that American film where the kid just comes and takes a grape and gets on the school bus. And mom's made the platter. She's made the whole spread on the table, and he just comes and takes a grape and runs off. You see those films? That's our strikers right now, just taking that grape. I need the whole plate needs to be demolished. So I'm not interested.
This is all you can eat Chelsea after all, isn't it? We eat over here. We eat well. You know?
Exactly. I can't wait to get away from this Euro branding now. We're done after Sunday, people. We're back to normal, all right? Done.
Don't get rid of the intro, but Younes, you should check out the intro, man. That was fly. Keep the intro.
Yeah, the intro stays until the end of the
the Euro, I've seen it. Yeah, the Euro.
No, not the Euro one. No, I got another one. I got a transfer one.
Do you know what? Play it one more time. Play it one more time for the people. Play it one more time.
We played it. Well, we play it for Younes because he hasn't seen it.
It's technically for me.
It's gonna be so random.
No, you know what? I think that's fantastic. Yeah, I've got one problem.
What?
Morata. What's Hakimi doing there?
Hakimi. See, that's when we thought. Look! I've even got something worse than that. Look at this. You think that's bad? Look at this photo
there as well.
Look at this photo. Hakimi. Hakimi. That's Hakimi behind Miz right there. That's Hakimi and Haaland looking into each other's eyes in Chelsea shirts.
Oh my God.
I did everything I could with this Hakimi thing. I was so excited. I had everything ready. And I was like, we're going to sign him anyway. We got him. It's all in the bag. It's secured. No problems. I slapped down the credit card.
Hakimi,
I paid for the intro. And then bang, PSG come out of nowhere.
We got done by that Hakimi news, man. Wow.
We got swerved differently.
Yeah. Distress, honestly. And then I've even got this photo behind us, which has got Haaland and Hakimi again in Chelsea shirts. It's a great edit, but unfortunately it means nothing. Griezmann is not worth. I love the fact that Barca is burning slowly. I'd take Pedri, not gonna lie. Pedri's looking like a real baller, I must say. Yeah. Really impressed with him. 18 years old, I think, balling out for the Spanish, taking a lot of responsibility. And I think Enrique compared him to said that better than Iniesta at that age. So that's a big compliment. Wow. Very impressive from him. I'd take De Jong as well, another deep line playmaker, or, holding midfielder. I would take a few players from Barcelona, but none of the ones that they're willing to give us. So yeah.
Pedri, honestly, Matisse, I don't know if you guys noticed as well, Younes. I saw first Pedri against PSG. Barcelona played PSG last season in the Champions League quarterfinals or second round. I think it might have been second round. And man, Pedri in that second leg especially, it felt like there might have been a comeback happening because they scored that early goal. And then obviously Messi with that screamer. And I thought, whoa, something was about to happen. And Pedri was literally opening PSG up left, right, and center with his passing. And obviously Messi was reaping benefits of that. What does I've always wanted, and I want to know what you guys think about this. What does it take for a club like Chelsea to prize a brilliant youngster like that from a club like Barcelona? Because I've never seen that happen. Do you know what I mean? Like a superstar like that, up and coming. What does it take for a club like Chelsea to get someone?
Well, I mean, first of all, Pedri's contract runs out next season. Tapping up. Probably because Arsenal would have taken Fabregas when he was very young from Barcelona as well. So that's a good example of tapping up a wonder kid. But also Pedri's contract runs out in 2022. But I've seen somewhere that he can do Barcelona can naturally extend it for 2 more years, which I think they're going to do. But they also want to improve his wages, not that they can afford to. So I think, look, usually the kid wants to at least make it at their club first that they're at, isn't it? It would take Barcelona free falling into the next AC Milan for him to get out of there, I'd say.
Yeah, we don't normally. I think we don't normally go for like kids. You know what I mean? Last time we tried that, we ended up with a transfer ban. So
who was it? It was Kakuta and someone else, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was Kakuta.
And I think it was Kakuta, the main one, but there was someone else involved. Yeah. Do
you know what? Let's not encourage Chelsea to do that because they actually do tend to like scouting and take in prized possessions, and then they get themselves into transfer bans and get themselves in trouble with FIFA. So Chelsea, don't talk to Pedri. And you know what they say in Tesco? Think 25, okay? If he's not 25, if you don't think he looks 25, stay away from him, all right, Chelsea? Every single time
we have to apply the Sainsbury's logic. If you look under 25, I'm applying the Sainsbury's logic
for your ID. Check their ID first, because I'm not trying to see none of my club get banned and we can't sign no one for 3 years because they've decided to forget to use the Sainsbury's model on scouting. Forget that. Nah, man, crazy.
He's going to be a big player, though. Pedri's going to be a superb player. That's for sure. His passing quality is insane.
We shall pray to our Lord and Savior Adama. These guys started spamming Adama Traore in the chat after we spoke about Hakimi. You brothers are shameless. Absolutely shameless. Bertrand Traore, that was the ban.
I feel like Adama Traore, that's been dead a little bit in recent times, hasn't it? It's not really talking. praise, yeah.
Thank you.
I don't know. I mean, I hope if it wasn't Hakimi, which it isn't, I'd rather see Livramento hopefully get some sort of a backup opportunity and then wing it again with Azpilicueta and Reece James.
Adama's more of a PT. Like if I was going to the gym, and I wanted to bulk up, then Adama Traore would be a great purchase because that's someone that you feel like he can give you a diet plan. You can lift weights with him, and in a year's time, you never know. Maybe I'll be able to do. Yeah, like Adama Traore is the perfect PT because He's got the clout, so he'll share you on his Instagram stories as well if you're doing well. But also, Instagram is a very it's very a lot of revenue in it these days. You know, if you beef up and you get big and strong, shout out to the chat. If you eat your greens, your sweet corn and whatnot, you can be like a Adama Traore, and you can get some sort of Gymshark sponsorship. You know what I mean? So
imagine Adama Traore with a gym-based YouTube channel, and he's there vlogging like, I'm with Matisse today. We're going through some exercises.
He's just there doing
by
100
Gymshark.
kg. Adama Traore is just there doing 100 kg curls in Cobham, and freaking Reece James is looking at him like, I used to be the strongest. That used to be me. Oh my god, nah, man. Like we've already got enough testosterone in there with Rudiger. I don't need a Adama Traore. Imagine now the headbutts and all the nosebleeds that we'd have there with Kepa last year with Rudiger. Imagine Rudiger slide tackle into Adama Traore in training. Imagine the fight. Oh my god, it would take like 5 of our squad to beef Adama Traore. People would be headbutting each other. Everybody getting fines. It would be ridiculous. Oh, I'm telling you. The athletic journalists will have a field day with that report. That would be a whole thesis. Adama Traore flips out on squad. WWE wrestling match in Cobham.
Royal Rumble. I'll tell you what though, we'll make up for all the fines with the sponsorship money from the baby oil. So it's called Johnson. Yeah, man, baby oil standard.
Slipping all over the place. Oh, brilliant. No, you can't be touched. Can't be tamed. Can't be touched. Madness, yeah. We can stay away from that, brother, man. He can stay at Wolves, or maybe Barcelona could pick him up. I don't know. He's bred and born there. So, Andre says we shall pray to our Lord and Savior Adama. Yeah, I'm not reading that again. What am I doing that for? Chelsea don't need midfielders. We have the best. Jorginho, Kante, and Mount. We play in the Champions League final now. Euros. That is true. This is facts. It's true. However, what we don't have is depth in this area now. Unless we're going to rely on one of the new brothers to come in. From the loan system, I do feel like we need a midfielder. And I said it on Twitter. I said, don't panic, calma, because we've loaned out Gilmour, we've sold Giroud now to AC Milan, which we're going to get onto in a minute. Surely that means the 2 top targets is striker and midfield. I mean, Younes, starting with you, are you worried about the lack of movement publicly, or do you think behind the scenes Roman and Marina are doing their magic?
If I didn't know any better, I'd be worried and crapping myself. But
because you've got sources. But because I've got sources.
Because I talk to Fabrizio on a daily basis.
They just Twitch together. Twitch streams together. Oh, no.
The thing is, like, we've been in this space for a little while now, innit? So we kind of know, like, Chelsea do things quietly. And, it may drag out, but we do tend to get things done eventually. So I'm kind of going along that sort of path of they're working. They're working. I'd wish it was quicker, but they're working. And hopefully something happens. I know, obviously, the season starts in 5 weeks. Now it's the 6th. So, yeah. Is it the 6th? No, the 8th. Bloody hell. Yeah. So time's ticking. 5 weeks into the start of the season. We've got pre-season to think about. I wish we had a 2014 window where we could just bring players in for the start of pre-season, like we did Costa Fabregas. That was phenomenal.
Oh, that was incredible.
That was phenomenal. We're the first team to get business done. That's it.
Felipe Luis as well.
Felipe Luis. Yep. So if we had that, that would be great. But I can understand the complexity with Haaland. It's going to take ages. It's going to take a while. There's so much to it. It's not going to be done overnight. So with that in mind, okay, as long as we do put in a good bid and we do actually get things done properly, cool. If we don't get Haaland, I'll be worried. At that point, I'm like, okay, we're not winning the title.
Do you know what? Before I take it to you, Miz, it seems like in the modern day, or at least in this transfer window, because I've seen Arsenal do it now with Ben White. They've agreed personal terms. We apparently agreed personal terms with Hakimi. It seems like big clubs now, these days, are agreeing personal terms first before they talk to the club. And what I mean by that is that, of course, you agree personal terms, you make sure that you go through the agent, don't tap up the player, but I don't know, I guess there's certain people you can talk to. You make sure that you have some sort of baseline agreement where you know what the player's going to want in terms of wages, bonuses, and you can agree to that, and you're definitely going to want to pay that before you go and put in the bid with the club. And I'm kind of a fan of Chelsea not bidding publicly if they know it's going to get rejected. Like, I'm not interested in Chelsea bidding 100 million for Haaland publicly when we know it's going to be rejected, just to show that they're interested in networking, because that's pointless. Make the first bid be the final bid. You know what I mean? So, I mean, Miz, how are you feeling with it all at the moment?
Yeah, I'm not. Look, we need to understand that the targets we're going for are top targets. They're quality targets. It's not like the Arsenal style where we're going for Ben White and whoever that Anderlecht player is.
It's always straight for Arsenal. I love it.
Yeah, like, I mean,
I love Arsenal.
Had we gone for sort of tier B type of players, I think those players be signed up already. Or had we gone for a particular player that we've been chasing for a while, like Man United with Sancho, we probably would have done that already. So we need to understand that the players we're going for, you know, in the likes of Haaland and Declan Rice, it's difficult. Declan Rice has 4 years left in West Ham, which is going to be extremely difficult to bend them over backwards to get that deal done because they're completely in the power. And with Haaland, you know, it's very complex because this will break, you know, but monumentally Chelsea's transfer record. And then you have the Mino Raiola factor that Younes so well said last week, which with the exit clause and this, that, and I'm not really sure Chelsea's too comfortable playing that way. Chelsea likes to be the people in control. You don't dictate to us. We dictate to you, or we come to a bit of a compromise. But it seems like you're the one who's dragging us around about this whole deal, and we don't want to be that kind of a club. So, look, that's why I'm patient. But at the same time, I want Chelsea to realize that if the deal is not going to happen realistically over the next 5 weeks, as Younes said, I think the first game, Crystal Palace. Oh, even forget the first game. I think
Villarreal is the first game.
Yeah, the Villarreal is the that's I think on the 9th or 11th. The 10th, something like that, or 11th.
Yeah.
If we don't get it done within that time frame from now till then, if we realize within the next 2 weeks that this is not happening, we need to move. We need to forget.
They really should be working on Lukaku and Haaland at the same time, to be honest. And I'm sure I'd be shocked if they're not, because they know that they can't afford to just do this Haaland thing for the next 2-3 weeks, then find out you can't reach an agreement and then start making talks with Lukaku in August. It just doesn't make any sense.
Well, I saw earlier on, and I mentioned this in my video earlier today, that it came out from CFC News page and a few others.
Yeah, Lukaku.
That Tuchel has spoken with Lukaku for the past couple of weeks. Like, and it's positive.
Wait, is it Jordan? Is it Jordan or is it the... Don't play with me, Younes, because I know what you ITKs are clever. You don't say the first name. And then next thing you know, we're getting Thorgan Hazard and his little brother Killian and all this bullshit when it was meant to be Eden.
So Younes and his sources, it's probably Jordan.
Okay, well, right, we're not trying to sign Haaland. We're trying to sign his dad.
I thought that was breaking news.
Alfie Haaland, yeah, we're going for the OG.
Exclusive there.
no, but like apparently Tuchel's had talks with Lukaku. Now, if that's legit, fantastic. It means, we are, working on a plan B just in case behind the scenes if we have to. So that is what a top club should be doing. And if Chelsea are doing that, that's logical. So fair play. And that gives me more confidence that we will end up with a striker. What's crazy, and I'm hearing this a lot, even Fabrizio and everyone, they're not saying, okay, Chelsea are getting Haaland or Chelsea are getting Lukaku, but they've all said Chelsea will be getting a striker.
Smells like Danny Ings.
Yeah, I was going to say Danny Ings.
This is the thing. Like,
Edward spoke about him with Julian on my stream. A Celtic striker banging in the goals there. I mean, you never know. We could be after anyone. Man, it's tough times. Tough times never last, though. People, only tough people do. All right. So everybody in the chat, you stay strong. And you know, one of the real ways you can stay strong, you can smash the like. That's what you can do. Don't be stingy. Smash the like. All right. Smash the likes. Bro, 500 of you in there.
What's with the live chat lately? I mean, is it because the season? Because I see sometimes I have to like really push people.
You have to really spoon feed them, isn't it? You have to really push them and ease them.
Come on, guys.
Get up, guys.
Hit the like button. Come on.
Jesus.
Let's get this done. Nearly 500. Let's get to at least 400 likes.
Remember when Chelsea won the Champions League? Bloody hell. We didn't have to ask for no likes that day. Shit. I think we had more likes than views at one point. I was like, wait, hold on a second. Where the hell do you all go? It's like they smashed the like on it and left to go and party. Didn't have to ask that day, my goodness. But listen, big up to everybody in the chat, nearly 500 of you. Really appreciate the super chats as well. AJ says, big up from New York City. After Haaland, Lukaku, who is each of your third choice for striker? I'm going to need a sip of water, man. You're making me nervous with that third choice thing. Hudson-Odoi needs a loan to take next step. Have to get the muscle memory back, I'm assuming. We'll break down that first question. My third choice is Lewandowski.
Lewandowski.
There you go. Nice pop out there from that
remix Dovsky.
Do you know what? It's difficult though with this third choice because after Haaland and Lukaku, if you want world class and then also to be available realistically, there's no one really out there that's of the top level. Kane, Benzema, Lewandowski, they're not really available, and Kane's not available to Chelsea, and he might even stay at Tottenham. But if he does go Man City. Andre Silva went to RB Leipzig, so that was a name that was coming up quite a lot in this chat with Andre Silva banging in the goals in the Bundesliga. He's gone from Frankfurt to RB Leipzig, so he didn't really make that move upwards you maybe expect from that many goals in the season. He got more goals in the league than Haaland, but
he went sideways instead.
Sideways. And you've got, there's a few strikers in La Liga that have been, people have been going saying maybe we should get that Villarreal striker, Moreno or something from Villarreal, left foot striker.
Gerard Moreno, I think.
Yeah, Spanish strikers. No offense, PTSD with you guys. Torres,
too much.
No,
too
thank
much.
you.
Done.
Costa did well, but he's actually technically Brazilian. So see, there's method to the madness here. He's actually Brazilian. That's what it is. He's not even Spanish. I mean, Miz, what about you? You got a third choice?
There is no third choice. Spoon, knife, and fork, maybe? I don't know.
Calvert-Lewin. He was convincing PYS of Calvert-Lewin.
Yeah, Calvert-Lewin, I wouldn't mind, but I get so much abuse off the back of it, so I'm too scared to say his name. But yeah, deep down, that would be a third choice. But I think he's also got a very long contract with Everton, so that's going to be a lot of money there. His Everton's just like how Harry Kane is for Tottenham, like a brand. He's starting to become a brand for Everton. So, but I'm telling you, I'm very confident that Dominic Calvert-Lewin, all of us, one day, we're going to say the same way we talk about Kane, we're going to be talking about Dominic Calvert-Lewin.
Really? You think he's got that potential, that level of potential?
Yeah, man, 100%. Wow. Aerially, fantastic. His movement is really good. PYS made a really good observation on his game, which is his link-up. Yeah, it can get better. But if you remember the game we had last season when Frank Lampard was the manager for us, the Everton game, it was the long ball, I think, and then his movement, his pace just got in, and then I think was it Mendy that had to foul him, and then it ended up being a penalty. Yes. And then even in the second half, it was a lot of his pace and movement that was causing a lot of issues for us when we were trying to get that equaliser. So, look, his season didn't finish as expected, obviously. He had a few injuries leading up to it. But you look at the first half of that last season, he was electric, man. He was electric. So I wouldn't be surprised one bit one of these days in the next few seasons, Dominic Calvert-Lewin gets touted as one of the biggest strikers where top clubs we're looking at him. So, yeah.
You think it's clear enough upgrade on Tammy Abraham, yeah?
Oh, man. Look, live chat already, I can see some comments saying, he's another Tammy. No, he's not another Tammy Abraham, mate. Honestly, he's not. Tammy is not aerially good enough. You look at Dominic Calvert-Lewin. He's literally, I would put him as Cristiano Ronaldo level in terms of aerial ability. The way he leaps and
You calm me down right now before I march my way all over to Australia.
I said it. Flip it if you want to. Check out Dominic Calvert-Lewin's aerial ability.
To Australia, you're wild.
The guy literally floats. He floats in the air like Cristiano Ronaldo. And for me, aerial ability is amazing for a striker. If we're going to pump in crosses, so from that perspective, he's way ahead of Tammy. And as I said, his movement, he understands when the ball's coming in, his movement is amazing. So Tammy has to develop in those games. Tammy probably has a better link up, but that's not really a compliment to Tammy either. But that's fine. And look, no disrespect to Tammy. I think Tammy's a very good player. Respectfully. But, Dominic Calvert-Lewin's a step above, for sure.
Younes, what about you for your third choice before we get onto this loan situation for Hudson-Odoi, which I've spoken about before, but it's not going to happen. But anyway, go on, carry on.
Third choice, Peter Crouch.
Oh, he's got a lovely show with Maya Jama. Maybe we could get her as well.
Yeah, bring her along too. I know he's become new director at Dulwich Hamlets. We can snap him up. It's fine. We can give Dulwich some money. It's okay. Honestly,
and might actually be it.
It might have to be him or Andy Carroll, isn't it?
Jesus the Lord.
A&EFC.
Wow.
No, look, I think I agree with the Lewandowski one. As a real proper backup plan where you know for a season you're sorted. For one season, it buys us some time. Cool. I would do that. Apart from that, though, it's difficult because I don't think anyone's really paid any attention to who would be Plan C. We'd be looking at Haaland, Lukaku. Son,
I'd love Son, but again, he's at Tottenham. It's not going to happen.
That's not going to happen. Kane won't happen, let alone Son.
Imagine Son up front in this system. Jesus Christ! Both-footed, brilliant finisher, pace. Oh Lord!
He would start ahead of Werner. He would start ahead.
I would, because he's got the movement and the pace that Werner has. Well, Werner's obviously quicker, but he's got the finishing, which is the critical part.
Exactly.
I don't know what you guys would think because I saw a comment and it's just made me click and go, okay, I think this is a good discussion. Patrick Schick.
Oh, the Euros, brother.
Because I know there's a few people that see him and go, oh, yeah, good striker. But there's a few people that see him and go, nah, still not good enough for me. I don't know what to think of the guy because at the Euros he was phenomenal, but I've heard at club level he's not all that.
This is the thing, you can't do a shopping.
Who's he played so far in Euros though, quality besides England?
It's not even that.
He didn't score against England.
This is the equivalent of Thomas. This is the equivalent of Pukki at Norwich tearing it up for the first part of the season, and we sign him based on the back of 8 games. That's what.
Let's get Pukki.
Imagine if we had signed Pukki. Maybe we should get Pukki. Maybe we should. There you go. Maybe I've just made the case easier for everybody.
In the Premier League, Matisse, who else is out there that's a standout striker?
I checked the list of goal scorers. It's not nobody that's obtainable outside Ings and maybe Calvert-Lewin. There's no one that's actually maybe Bamford, but again. I personally would like to win a Premier League title. I don't know about the rest of you lot. If we're getting Bamford, then listen, I'm done here.
He left us for a reason. He left us for a reason. Yeah.
Yeah, man. That's what I'm saying. The market is slim, which is why we need to act fast. Do you know what I mean? We need to act quickly. This is not a joke because imagine if other clubs were going in for these 2 players. Jesus Christ. I mean, we probably would have had them by now.
I just realized PY said Aubameyang. I mean, would you guys entertain that?
Nope. I don't need no backflips, turning up late to training nonsense, all this.
He is old.
We're not the retirement home. Arsenal are the retirement home.
Yeah, but you're getting it wrong way round.
We don't do that.
That way.
It's one way.
You know where you get the new contract and you turn up late to training and you backflip against Microsoft Excel when you're over 30 and you've had your prime. That way. You don't come over here and do that. He's already where he needs to be, miss. He's there already. Look at the season he just had.
He's settled.
I don't need another striker who has pace, not great in general play, and I don't need that. I've got Werner, got the movement already. Don't need another quick, pacey striker. It's just he's not even the profile I'm looking for at all.
I wonder with Aubameyang, I wonder that sometimes, you see the players around him, Arsenal, the way the club have functioned, it's been a joke, right? Has that made him look good? Or is he actually really good? I don't know about Aubameyang now, I know he's decent, good striker, but maybe not as great as people think he is.
When you're chasing golden boots at Arsenal, you got to give him credit, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Two seasons in a row, Younes as well. 20 plus goals for Arsenal. History in Dortmund as well. I think he's definitely
he's a goal scorer, and he's very physically fit as well. He doesn't usually get injured. But I'm not interested at all. The second part of this was that Hudson-Odoi needs a loan. Well, realistically, he's not going to go out on loan. Does he need a loan? I think maybe a 2-year loan to Dortmund. I wouldn't say no. I'm one of these people that I think he can stay and develop under Tuchel. I think it's the right manager for him. If he gets the opportunities, I think he'll cultivate him into a very good player. And I think, I know we're in a competitive spot in this part of the squad, but I think he can barge his way in there if he deserves it. But he could also do very well on a loan at Dortmund to replace a Sancho or someone. So yeah, but he's not going to go out on loan anyway. Rose says time to respect J5. It's been time to respect J5. You should have been respecting J5 already. It's not time now. It's been time long time ago when I told you months last year, the year before. He's going to dominate England midfield on Sunday. I'm so happy to see him play for Chelsea. He is an artist in midfield. This year is a masterpiece. I mean, I'm sure Younes is hoping for an own goal at this point.
Jorginho to Mason Mount. Mason Mount goes off and scores. Lovely. Cheers, Jorginho. We love you.
Imagine.
Do you know what though? Like from all, as I was saying to Matisse off air, all jokes aside, like I do hope all our boys, in England, Mount, Reece James, Ben Chilwell, Declan Rice, all our boys, I hope they do well. And
Declan Rice was mentioned. Lord.
I hope they do well. And honestly, yeah, like our boys, Mason Mount, Ben Chilwell, and Reece James, hope they really do well. And equally for Italy as well, Jorginho and Emerson, hope they really do well. And
Chilwell doesn't have a choice, by the way, just saying.
He won't even start.
Chilwell's having a picnic. He's just...
I'll tell you something, yeah? I'll tell you something. Chilwell has done he has not stepped foot wrong in this tournament, not once. He has been 10 out of 10, 10 out of 10 the whole tournament. You won't find anybody more flawless than Ben Chilwell in this tournament.
I would say player of the tournament.
100% pass completion. 100% pass completion, not booked once. Just incredible.
I must say though, Luke Shaw, I've now seen enough of him, and I get it. I get it why he's a little bit ahead of Ben Chilwell, as most people are saying. Because I never understood him. Like, how is not Ben Chilwell not even starting? And Man United fans and everyone and a lot of people saying, oh, he's a better left back for last season. And now that I've seen quite a lot of England games, and I'm like, okay, yeah, all right, I understand what you mean now. So it's a bit of a surprise. I didn't actually rate Luke Shaw in that manner, but yeah, he's definitely good, no doubt.
He still looks a lot stockier than he did at Southampton.
He does, doesn't
he? Still got like pace though.
But he's fast.
He's very strange.
He's fast.
Yeah. Very deceptively quick.
Yeah.
Jose Mourinho must be turning right now in Rome. Absolutely twisted. I can only imagine the hatred he's like, feeling.
What is this? What is this? I did not have this when I was there.
When I was managing you. What was this?
You did not do that so well, bro.
3 times.
Respect.
I had to tell you 3 times. 3 times.
He done that today. You see his presser for Rome.
Yeah,
for Roma.
Down the place,
he started going down through his CV again and all sorts. Like, I done this and I done that, and people hate me, and it's great. Like, he done the whole thing.
Bro, you legit follow Jose, huh? Like, it doesn't matter what club he goes. To
be honest, I'll be honest. Today was by chance. I was scrolling through Twitter and I saw Sky Sports put the press conference up. Sky Sports Italia live, and I was like, "Oh, let's see what he's saying." Then I saw the quotes afterwards. So yeah,
appreciate the super chat.
I hope he does well.
Thank you, Eddie, for the super chat. Much appreciated, my brother. Lukaku, though, just to round up on that part as well, because obviously Giroud is the breaking news of the day. Much like Victor Moses was last week. I mean, we're getting such exciting stuff coming out of Chelsea these days. Who's next? Danny Drinkwater, AA meeting.
Stop it, journalists. Stop it. You guys are killing it for us.
Honestly, man. Christ. But you see this Haaland versus Lukaku. For me, I've said this before, but like who I prefer is very close. Like I'm not too bothered. And it's Haaland only slightly, but now that we know Haaland is probably going to want to leave after 3-4 years and he's going to have a release clause, we spoke about just before this briefly about Chelsea not being a stepping stone club. Lampard said that as well. We don't tend to want to work with these type of agents and players who kind of treat our club like a stepping stone and they want to hold all the cards. We tend to want to be in control. Has Haaland potentially or Raiola already angling for their next move after this move? Has that put you off in any way, shape, or form to go towards the Lukaku direction where you know if he comes in, he probably plays until he's 33, around that age at a strong level for the next 5 years, and we decide when he leaves, not the other way around?
Look, I'm not going to lie. It does put a sour taste, do you know what I mean? But if Haaland comes in and he has a very good attitude, he stays humble, he appreciates his teammates around him, he creates great friendship within the team, and helps us win the Premier League, helps us win the Champions League again, domestic titles, and really cleans up whatever. Let's say he stays for 3 months. Let's say he stays for 3 months.
Yeah, I hope.
What is this? 3 months? Jesus Christ.
Let's hope he stays for at least 3 seasons. And then, we clean up during those 3 seasons and we get all sorts of titles. I won't be unhappy one bit, but he has to stay humble during that time period and not someone like where his agent comes in every end of season talking about, ooh, Real Madrid now interested in him. Ooh, so-and-so are interested. PSG are now interested in him. I don't want that. I don't want that, unsettled sort of feel within the club, because I don't know how you guys feel. Honestly, after a very, very long time under Thomas Tuchel, this is probably the best I've felt since, the Jose days when we were killing it the first time, where the team was united. They didn't have, massive egos clashing with each other, or it was about the one player. Like, we went through the whole Eden Hazard era where Eden was, the number one, the player. You look at the team now, you can't single out one player that is, that's who we're building the team. The whole team is a unit, and each and every individual appreciates that. And they all sort of bind together. I just don't want someone like Haaland come in and then it's Haaland FC.
Now. Yeah, that's what I don't want to see.
I'm the
because
captain.
We've seen already. Chelsea, look, we didn't win the Champions League with Haaland. We won it without him. And we've already shown, and I think, the way football is going, PSG are a great example, buy up all the superstars and still can't win the Champions League. It takes a team to win these trophies now. The days of Messi and Ronaldo are over, and there's no like-for-like replacement. Mbappe is nowhere near the level of Messi at that age. Haaland is not Ronaldo right now. So unless those players can become those two, which is going to be extremely difficult to eclipse, you might get the goal output, but I'm talking about just overall everything in terms of playmaking, setting up chart. It's a whole different ballgame. Neymar never eclipsed it. He's never dragged PSG to that either, that level of success. It takes a team to win these trophies. Manchester City, prime example. There's no real out-and-out star. People will say De Bruyne, but De Bruyne's one of the most quiet individuals you can ever come across. He's not out there, and he's never really made any noise in the press or talked about leaving or anything like that. It's very much a team that wins these competitions. Liverpool, again, Champions League success, Premier League success, complete team. From the moment they were doing that thing against West Brom where they drew 2-2 and they had their arms up in the air, team spirit. Maybe win, but before you do that, but team, I knew there was a team. So we need to make sure that we stick to that. And I don't want to see anybody come in and ruin that. So I think to some degree, that's why I'm if we do get a Lukaku, I'm not going to be sad that we didn't get Haaland, because he's going to leave anyway. And I know Lukaku is clearly, I think Haaland is obviously a team player, but he doesn't have, Lukaku doesn't have that agent with him as well, which is obviously the downer.
I think there's two things here, Firstly, I think we got the right manager for that. Thomas Tuchel isn't someone that, he's worked with big personalities. He had to deal with an Mbappe and a Neymar running the team. And you saw how that ended. You just know that he's not going to tolerate any of that. So I think in terms of having a manager that can just keep the harmony, even if Haaland steps in, I think he would bring Haaland down to our level in terms of mindset, ego, if he has one. Maybe he doesn't have one. Maybe he's understandable. But the second thing is this fear of him leaving. I'd get that if that was maybe even a couple of years ago. But now and moving forward, we know if we sign him now for the next 3 years minimum, he will be at Chelsea. He won't be leaving before that. But at that point, where does he go to? Where? Real Madrid? Barcelona? I think that whole thing is beginning to change. That whole idea of Barca and Madrid, and they're the teams.
Financial
they're the
crisis.
They are, mate. They're falling apart. They are falling apart, man. I think that they're and you see, you can just see it in the Spanish national team. That level's gone down in terms of individuals. It's dipped. I think that hold on football that they used to have is beginning to crumble. And now you're looking at Chelsea, European champions. I mean, the dominance of the Premier League. Where do you go to? I mean, PSG is the money incentive, yes, but we got money and we'll probably get more money. So, and best league in the world. In a few years, I think that whole way that it's been going might actually change. I think we're probably in a twilight zone at the moment. And if we do end up in 3 or 4 years' time still with Haaland and the spectrum has changed, he might not have anywhere to go. He'll just go, I'm cool here. This is nice. Maybe.
Yeah. You can,
I reckon Mino Raiola is looking for Younes. You're right, but I think Mino Raiola looks at his client and he thinks there's two more business money-making opportunity. One is Man City, the other one's PSG. So that's what he's thinking, that I don't want to just pencil him down for Chelsea and he's there for 10 seasons when I can make so much out of this player. He's only 20. So let's say he plays 3 seasons with us. That's 23. He gets another mega move to Man City, and then he finishes off at PSG, let's say, if it all works out in that manner and all the club owners, the Arab owners in PSG and also in Man City still stays, then that's probably what his
biggest money laundering scheme I've ever seen in my life.
Honestly, that's what agents like Raiola do, and it's illegal. Exactly.
Oh, Andre says Younes drank that Mourinho Kool-Aid. I guess is that what he said? I don't know.
I'll be honest. I've had a lot of the Kool-Aid over the years.
Yo, you guys, this ain't Twitter. You got as many characters as you want. Make sure you type all them words fully. They're not. Are they charging you by the letter? Don't make me talk to YouTube. Are they charging you by the letter, people? Is it every letter you type in? They charge you something. Because if that's how it's gonna go, you have to have a word. Who owns this platform? It's not Jack. Who is it? Eddie, thoughts on
that geezer. Mate's gonna struggle again.
That's a new one. That's a new one. That's a new name. Eddie knew what he was doing when he put that one there, because he knows I ain't never said that name on this channel. You know I ain't gonna get it right the first time either. I want to say tap. You know what we're gonna call him? We're gonna call him Tap Soda. Yeah, that's what we're gonna call him. Tap Soda.
Have we tapped him? Has Chelsea tapped him?
Tapped him up. Tap dancer.
But who is this? I've heard this name, bro. Who is this?
He's at Bayer Leverkusen.
Tapsoba. He's not playing a boy right now.
21 years old. I only heard of him last week. I don't know. Hang on, let me check. I think he's a midfielder.
I'm just remembering what Mum taught me. Sound it out. Tapsoba.
Oh yeah, he's from Burkina Faso. He's 22 years old.
Yeah, I mean, I've heard of him. He's a ball-playing young centre-back.
Oh, he's a centre-back. Yeah,
he's playing in Germany. Yeah, he's left-sided centre-back, left-footed. I do know who he is, guys. I'm only pissing with you.
Edmond Tapsoba. Edmond Tapsoba.
He followed Chelsea's account on Instagram. I think he kind of got a little light link, but I spoke to Julian about this yesterday. Was it yesterday? God, that was only yesterday. Yeah, yesterday morning. And he said that it's more likely that he potentially stays in that league for one more season minimum, and then goes on to potentially another bigger club, a bigger move. So I personally just don't see that happening. Because Chelsea got bigger priorities to sort out in centre back. I think they'll renew the contracts of Rudiger and Christensen, and Mark Gahey is also in pre-season now. So I'm very interested to see how Thomas Tuchel rates him. And obviously Colwell went on loan to Huddersfield. He's another left-footed centre-back. Yeah. So we have quite a few left-footed centre-backs coming through. So to then buy another one who's young and got potential and to spend money on them doesn't really make any sense to me. Is he right-footed or left-footed, guys? I thought he was left-footed.
I have no idea. You got a feel for him.
I'm getting confused. Okay,
because as the links were coming out, he spoke about it all, and you could see he was getting a bit excited. You could see he wasn't denying anything. He left the door open. You could see he was in his head thinking, "Oh my God, Chelsea are linked with me. Wow! If this happens, oh my goodness!" And he got excited. You could tell that's not going to happen. No, I feel for him.
Yeah, this Lacroix. This is who I was talking about. I spoke about it with Julian. I didn't talk about Tapsoba. Wow, I'm actually going to say that
Tapsoba.
Tapsoba.
Yeah, sorry, it's Tapsoba that's right-footed. But yeah, we didn't speak about him yesterday because I just didn't get around to it. But Lacroix, this guy.
Lacroix? Is that how you pronounce it?
Lacroix. I don't know. Lacroix
or Lacroix?
Lacroix. FIFA players and football manager aspirers, please talk to me. What is how do you pronounce this? No, but Julian was really talking this guy up as well. Tuchel apparently watches Bundesliga heavily, which that doesn't surprise me. So yeah, another player that is really high thought of in the French setup. But yeah, he's another one that's for a few years as well. Giroud is leaving to AC Milan, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah. I mean, I'm sure I've got no females watching me right now, but hey, just in case. You can never be too sure.
Lady and gentlemen.
Lady, literally one. I've seen my analytics. Giroud is going to AC Milan. And it seems to be for 2 million, 1 million plus one add-on, which is, I don't know how broke you have to be to even negotiate a 1 million add-on. Just pay the 1 million. Seriously, it's ridiculous now, these Italian clubs. But how do we all feel about this? I mean, it's kind of, we already knew it was going to happen at some point. We knew he wanted to go to AC Milan. We knew AC Milan wanted him as well. And I mean, really the deal is the deal and we need a striker and it is what it is. But just let's summarize Giroud's time here. He joined for 18 million, part of that transfer triangle. Batshuayi went to Dortmund. Oh yeah, we didn't sell him for 40 million. Marino asked for 60, and now he's still here, and we're asking for 10. That's fine, whatever. I'm not salty about it at all. And Aubameyang went to Arsenal, and Arsenal thought they were going to win the treble with that man. And they made a massive upgrade, and suddenly it's Giroud who walks away with a FA Cup, Europa League, and Champions League. So and also top scorer in Europe for both those European campaigns. So yeah. I mean, Miz, how do you feel about this absolute baller that we're about to lose, man? Professional.
Yeah, massive thank you to Olivier Giroud. Never any controversy. I can't even remember anything from the journalists negative about him. Always positive. Frank Lampard always had positives to say about him. Sarri had positives to say about him. Thomas Tuchel had positives to say about him. All our youngsters, the academy players, the young players, and any other sort of, even the mature players have always praised him. We are blessed. We are so thankful to Arsenal Football Club. Thank you, man. Like, honestly, we did you guys dirty with Willian, but thank you heaps with Giroud. But yeah, I mean, as much as I want to thank him, and which we all are, I hope that he equally feels thankful for Chelsea as well, as you said, with the FA Cup, Champions League, Europa League. Like, he's been able to put all of that in his resume. Do you know what I mean? Yep. He's been able to put that. So
we took him out of the hood. We gave him a better life.
Hopefully one day, he can look back and he can cherish the Chelsea moments far greater than whatever moments he got from Arsenal. Obviously, will trump those moments undoubtedly.
There was a good game on because you talk about good moments. They had a game against Reading. I think it was like 5-3 or 5-4 in the Carling Cup under Wenger. That was a good game if you're talking about moments.
Yeah, that was good. Exactly.
I remember that game. It was a great game.
It was a great game. But yeah, man, look, it's a shame he didn't get enough game time for France. I think now looking back, and I know hindsight's a bit of a bitch, but you look back and you think, and by the way, shout out to Matisse and Julian Laurent's episode, man. That was lit. I was watching the whole thing. And even Julian said himself that perhaps Giroud, looking back, probably should have started. And he might have got a little bit better out of Mbappe and Griezmann, someone that we've said in this show already that I personally didn't see enough of in the French team in this Euro. So it's not always about getting the superstar like Benzema. It's about the team. And I think they might have missed a trick out there with Giroud. So I'm hoping he does well to AC Milan, does the bits over there, and then gets an opportunity one last time for France in the World Cup, because the World Cup's next year, right?
Next year, yeah.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Is he retired from international? Has he announced?
Not yet. No. I think he'll give that one last hurrah because it's so close.
I think he'll try and eclipse Henry's record first, and then
I'd be shocked if they get Benzema to play in the World Cup again. And nothing against Benzema. It's more the fact of the balance of the team and the debacle that happened off the back of that. Because even Julian Laurens was saying
chaos.
And a lot of it apparently was the chaos off the back of Benzema coming into the team. So
it's nothing personal, Benzema, but at the end of the day, two things. You got because I'm not going to go on a rant. All right,
I can tell.
Here we go. I
got to stick up for my brother because my brother Dubois is out here in tears now because he's about to leave for AC Milan. He doesn't know what club to support. He don't know who to rep. You don't know what to do. You don't even know if to go back to freelance Dubois or what. You may even see that whole strip come back up on his account again. He start tweeting out news. You don't know what. I don't know what's going through his mind. I need to DM him now. Check he's okay. First of all, Benzema, you came in and you gassed Mbappe. You made Mbappe think he was something. You made him think he was bigger than he was. You gave him all this confidence, and he started coming with this swagger that he should never have had. And now we've got a situation where Mbappe's kicking up. And getting all feisty and all lippy and rude and shrugging his shoulders, thinking that he's the shit when he's not. All right. And then he misses a penalty, gets you dumped out. But second of all, you've even got the French fans disrespecting Giroud. Oh, we got Benzema now. Whatever, Giroud, we'll just wash your hands with you. You were great. Yeah, you're second to Henry, but nah, man, we got Benzema now. We got Benzema. Screw you. Go and sit on the bench. The way that they disrespect Giroud and just don't have any sort of love or respect for him, from what I've seen publicly in terms of like interviews and stuff like that, when you're speaking to them after the games, we got Benzema now. Just toss Giroud aside. People keep building up this perception in their head that Giroud is not good enough. Giroud is part of the reason why you've been such a success. For someone to hold the ball like a magnet, suck it in, hold off defenders, and then spray it for Mbappe and Griezmann, so you've got all the space to run in behind and you can get the goals selflessly. Because he didn't score a goal at the World Cup. That's what loads of fans like to tell me on Twitter. Yeah, he didn't score a goal.
Every game, pretty much.
And Firmino at Liverpool didn't score 30 goals. But guess what? They still won the Champions League. Exactly. It's what your role is to do. If your role is to set people up, how many assists did he get? No one wants to ask. If your role in the team is to set up and create space for others, then you do your job. So I just think he's been massively disrespected, man. And I think I just want to see him loved because he deserves it. He's a top player. 0 goals at the World Cup, by the way. Okay, but you won the World Cup. So what are you complaining about?
Exactly. And then they take him out of the team, and then they perform like how they did. It's bonkers. It's weird when you think about it. Giroud was the Werner before Werner, wasn't he?
Nah, I'm not going to do that to Giroud. Nah, Giroud's got tech.
No, but I mean, just be
Did you see that?
Everything right, just not score. But
Did you remember that heel flick that he had for Arsenal? The back heel, I don't know what that was, bro. Some scorpion thing. I don't even know what to call it. Incredible. So he's got too much tech. Man, listen, France, this is what happens. You bring in, the thing is, I think they had drama before, which is why Benzema wasn't in the squad in the first place, and they bring him back and there's more drama. So, hey.
I got to say, for Giroud, because with the way that France went down and we saw, the implosion, and you started hearing what went down in the stands with Mbappe's family and Rabiot's family and Pogba's family and all that is just turned into something like from the Big Brother house. But what ended up happening, you saw the clash between initially Benzema and Giroud, Ferrari go-kart, you remember, or F1 go-kart. And then you had the whole Giroud Mbappe thing just prior to the Euros. And then the Euros ends with Mbappe losing a penalty or missing a penalty. I
enjoyed that so much. I can't tell you how much I enjoyed that.
You hear the chaos between Mbappe, Benzema, the families, and Giroud's just there. Yeah, Rabiot's mum, and Giroud's just there watching, going,
You should have just listened to me. When I was up front, none of this was happening. What's going on? Now look at you. Now we got, because Julian went into it in a bit of detail when he was on yesterday. He was like, now we got Pogba not understanding instructions, and Pavard wants to defend. Pogba wants to attack. Varane's getting annoyed. Rabiot's mum's flicking off. Mbappe's dad in the crowd. Mbappe's missing penalties. Benzema's there doing whatever, and Giroud's just sitting there like, well, listen, when I was up front, we just won the World Cup, so I don't know what's going on now, but respectfully.
Legit.
Hey, I'm not saying it's Benzema's fault. I'm just saying it's one of when Benzema wasn't here. It's just a coincidence. It's just a coincidence. You do the digging. You make your own mind up, people. I'm not telling you anything. I'm just saying.
But I think as well with Mbappe, I think, you know, his head and his ego, let's say, he was level-headed when having to play with Giroud. As you said, Benzema came in, it's like he just exploded into this I am everything kind of character. You could see the way that he was playing and his mannerisms, and it just felt off. It felt like he thought he was bigger than what he actually was.
Do you know what, Younes? It's so true what you just said. And look, and we should talk about this whole arrogance in football, right? Because there is a place for it if you do it correctly.
If you do it right,
You look at someone like Zinedine Zidane, and I'm not sure how many people in the live chat. We've got over 500 people. Firstly, smash the like button. Come on, guys. Honestly.
Yeah, man. I even put the breaking news at the bottom for you guys, man.
Yeah, come on, man. Let's get the likes up to 500. This is disgusting. Come on.
Looks like we're on Sky Sports. In fact, maybe I'll change it to
But like the people that have watched Zinedine Zidane, I'm sure, Younes, you would have watched him. Matisse, you would have watched him. Like, the man had arrogance, but it was charismatic arrogance. Like, it was arrogance that you fell in love with. It was arrogance that you thought, yeah, you know what? That's the kind of footballer that we want. Whereas
it's like cool-blooded murder.
Yeah. Whereas Benzema, that's the kind of arrogance I do not like, because that's borderline sometimes insulting, like the way he's insulting Giroud, calling him a go-kart, calling himself a Ferrari. Do you know what I mean? Like, you don't need to have that level of arrogance. There are very cute levels of arrogance. Do you know what I mean? And what is done is all of this is brushing off on Mbappe the wrong way, because Mbappe now thinks he's some sort of a freak of nature and no one comes close to him. And he wanted to go to a press conference to address Olivier Giroud. Have some respect, my man.
Mad, isn't it?
You're 18, 19. You're lucky you didn't get slapped
he's older
up
than
by
that.
Giroud.
He's like 21 or something.
Or 21, whatever. You know what I mean? Like, Giroud could be your father. Do you know what I mean? Call him dad next time, as opposed to taking him to the press conference. Have some shame. So that's the kind of arrogance I don't like, man. I really don't like that kind of arrogance.
Do you know what I don't like about Mbappe is that he's inconsistent. First, he says Giroud can't touch his head, and he brushes his hair, and he's like, "Oh yeah, it's all too close, man. Keep your hands to yourself." And then he lets Salt Bae kiss him on the cheek on Instagram. I'm like, mate. You don't even know this guy, bro.
Outrageous.
What are you doing? You don't even know this, brother. It's the inconsistencies, man. I'm not liking the double standards. How come Salt Bae gets to kiss you on the whole cheek, bro, and grab up your head, but Giroud just wants to tap you on the head and you're out here freaking out like you've been stung by a wasp, bro? What's going on? It's crazy. It doesn't make no sense. And I'm gonna fully do this now. Look what I'm about to do. Sky
Sports up in here and all sorts, man.
Well, we're going to see Kave here soon. Kave just in the background in the studio.
Hold on, it's loading.
Have you got Jim White loaded up? Have you got Harry Redknapp in his Range Rover? Like, what's going on?
No, I don't have Harry. Unfortunately, I tried to find him, didn't come up.
You want me to do a Harry? I can do a Harry. I can pretend.
Let me see what I can find. Harry would have been a good one. Do you know when he rolled up?
It's absolutely terrific. Great window.
Oh wow! We've got the Sky.
I'm not a wheeler and dealer. I'm a manager. I'm a football manager.
It is legit. It's breaking news now.
Yeah, Sky Sports can't do copyright because you can't even.
By the way, boys, there's another tweet that's floating around. Willy Caballero, I know, not another huge breaking news, but he's apparently said his goodbyes to Chelsea.
Chelsea are teasing us now. What's next? Baba Rahman. Baba Rahman serves ramen noodles to the squad in common. Special dish. It's ridiculous, honestly.
Moses, Giroud, Caballero, it's good. The day when we see Drinkwater, I think we can celebrate. Emergency show. Drinkwater leaving. Emergency show.
We cannot catch a break out here. Seriously, we really can't. This is quite cool. I feel like I'm in the studio now. We're doing it proper. How it's meant to be done.
This is proper, yeah.
There we go. Look at this.
Jim White can retire now.
He has retired. Do you know what? I should have wore a yellow tie.
Yellow ties.
Deadline day. I say we all wear white shirts and gold ties.
Yeah.
All right. I think I've got gold ties as well. So yeah, I'm down.
I'll happily purchase, not a problem.
I need to get one.
We'll go shopping together, Younes, in Wembley. We'll go and get a tie. Why the hell would we go to Wembley? I just remember where I live. I'm in South.
Mate, we're both in South. What are you sending us to Wembley for?
I used to live near Wembley. That's why. I just remember. Why would I go all the way up to Wembley for a tie? Jesus Christ! I'll go up to Wembley for celebrations on Sunday. Though I will do that.
We're going to Croydon now, mate.
Croydon.
Right.
Sounds fancy. Sounds very fancy. Oh my god! So where is Caballero going on a free, or what's happening with him?
I don't know.
He's going to Arsenal. Going to Arsenal.
I've seen that Wayne Hennessy's been linked with us as well. I don't know what's going on there. Is that the new third choice goalkeeper? Is it?
I've heard that.
I've heard that as well, but I haven't. That sounds like something that the club are going to throw up on a tweet, and they're just going to keep it moving. That's not even going to get no airtime. Yeah. By the way, guys, we've signed Wayne Hennessy.
And they'll delete the tweet after 12 hours.
Yeah. Didn't get enough likes. Delete. You guys don't even care. Delete.
16 million followers only have 500 likes. Delete.
Yo, guys, put it in some plug group chats. We just signed Wayne Hennessy. Get them likes. Can you imagine he signs? The whole comments is just like, didn't ask. Nobody cares.
Haaland news.
Announce Haaland. The comments would be announce Haaland.
Do you know what, Younes? I find that so disrespectful when club announces. Like there was a Moses one, and literally the comments, "Where's Haaland news?"
Mate, don't you remember last year? It was announce Havertz.
Yeah, it really was. So much so that they used the clip.
They used it.
Havertz in the video. Yeah, they actually used it.
They used Younes's clip. They used Younes. Younes was one of those ones.
Yeah,
announce Haaland.
Do you know what pains me to this day? I was on the Chelsea YouTube channel last year, and I didn't really cop that many subscribers from the shout out, I must say.
Oh, yeah, you went on script.
I should have got them to throw the link in the description. I was hoping for at least a play button out of that.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
It's like you guys ain't got
Younes was going to kill it.
Yeah. Jesus Christ. If I can pattern that again, I need to get a link in the description. You guys need to send me over some juice, man. I need 100k. The hell? Crazy. Ridiculous. Honestly, once I was on there, I thought I've made it now. Done. Hard work.
Oh, yeah. You're talking about your unscripted, yeah?
Yeah, I was
unscripted.
Yeah. How did that? That's strange. Yeah.
Even Louis went on
100k. Good question. I don't know. It's just crazy. Yeah. It's crazy, these things. It's just madness. Maybe I'll go to Twitch, see how that's going. That was really
It's the purple settings.
Oh, goodness. No, I really do appreciate the support. We're actually almost on 15,000. So if you're new, if you're part of the 500, please subscribe. In fact, if you're part of the 500, if there's even 100 of you that are new, you could actually get me over that milestone today. So I'm not going to do the tier thing because that's what you do when you need 20,000 real money. I don't need that. I just need 10. I just need 100 subscribers. That's all I need. Tempted to do that though. Must say that was some plan from her. And I actually heard as well that the person that set that up was a dude, and he just kept the money for himself. So
wow.
Yeah. That's some hustle, isn't it?
There's more to it. I mean, there was an allegation that actually a mad allegation. I'm not even going to say it's too deep.
We'll save that for off air.
It is off air.
It's one of those things where Sky Sports, and then I play the outro, and then we're still rolling live, and then Younes just says it cancelled.
No, it's that guy set up the chat will tell you. I don't need to say anything.
Oh, okay, I've already seen it. Yeah.
The chat will tell you.
All right, I've seen it.
But that's
Jesus.
That is, allegedly. Apparently, it might have been some fake pictures put up or not. I don't know. But anyway, it's mad. Wow. 20 grand though. No, 30. It went up to 30 or 35k.
Jesus Christ! I am so glad to report I did not throw a cent into that.
It's so crazy, isn't it, boys? That you have the one spectrum where everyone was, so abusive on that particular picture. And then everyone was supportive. Oh, how can you be like that? That's disgusting. Da-da-da-da. And then on the other spectrum, that same picture is now getting money out of it. Like,
abuse me.
Where's the balance in world? Do you know what I mean? It's
give me 20k.
Abuse me.
Oh man,
I'll post a photo. In fact, I've got the bald one. Abuse it. Go and quote it. Please.
Imagine the people that obviously was backing that particular picture. That you guys are so rude. Da-da-da-da. How are they feeling now? They were supporting that picture. That picture is
done now.
Making
It's ridiculous.
Oh,
No, you know what? In a way, the guy that actually set that up, in a way, fair play. Because that is teaching. That is the easiest payday anyone can ask for, mate. Literally, go fund me. All right, we're gonna raise some money for this little girl, and then bing, 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 bing. 24 hours later, 20K.
She's been abused. She's probably from a really, really good background, and she's got lots of money anyway. She's at the England game.
She's at the England game. She's hardly in the streets of Penge, is she? Fucking, I don't even have a word for it. I'm so annoyed. She has money. She has money. She's actually.
This is the mad thing, bro. Like, and I don't want to get political. Like, man, there's so much poverty around the world.
In the Champions League, where the hell's my 20K? I cried like a little bitch.
There's so much poverty. There's so many issues around the world. But this is what gets 20 plus grand. Like,
I can't believe you.
Do you know how difficult? Look, once again, I don't want to be political here, and I know we're going to close things off, but I need to put this in there. Literally, recently there was a whole heap of all of that, the bombings in Palestine and whatnot, and there were people like myself and also Jonathan, who the boys know over here, are one of my closest mates. He was literally sending out the links to help these people, and it was so difficult to raise even £500, like £1,000 for people that were literally getting bombed on a left, right, and center on a regular basis.
Yeah. Yep.
Yet we have, who knows? It's even a fake picture now. That's the allegation.
Even real.
That raises 20 to 25 million pounds. Like, this is.
But it's just,
this is where we live. This is where we live.
I think I saw a video of a rapper on Twitter, and he was literally throwing money off a boat into the water. I think I don't know where he's from.
Wolf of Wall Street vibes.
He's from Haiti. He's a rapper, and he's native to Haiti. And he's on a boat, and he just threw 20 grand.
That sounds
just threw it off a boat. Yeah, I see. I don't know. I can't remember which rapper. I don't want to say a name and get it wrong. And just
That's disgusting, bro.
But someone just dashed 20 grand out. I was like, bro, do you know what we could have done with that 20 grand? It's crazy, bro. Just put it, do something. We don't throw it off the boat. Now it's just sailing away in the Pacific Ocean. Oh, I just couldn't believe it, man.
It's outrageous. It's outrageous.
Honestly, I don't. Kodak. It's Kodak Black. Yeah. See, they already know. I didn't want to say it. But now that you bring it up, it was him. Do you know what I mean? And I just don't personally think I could be that well off in life and waste the money like that. Like, yeah, you treat yourself and obviously live life to the fullest. But to actually go and dash money off a boat when you could just give it to someone, just anyone.
Yeah.
Like, you could just give it to anyone randomly in the street and make their whole year.
Yep.
If you really don't want it that badly, just give it away.
Just give it.
Literally just give it to anyone. And you would have done better.
But he decided to give it to the fishes, like the common sense.
And then films it as well, and you think you're cool. Like, I'm just like, bro, it's just stupid, bro. Stupid. Yeah, swimming, 100K swimming, bro. Listen, look, if these brothers end up going broke, I'm not gonna feel sorry for them, innit? If I buck you at Sainsbury's, bro, you did this. You know what I'm saying? Not even Sainsbury's, to be fair. I think lower than that. Do you know what I mean? Just like, I don't know, because I was at Sainsbury's. I don't know, man. I feel like I need to think of something, but.
What's low?
I don't know.
I don't even know.
Money under the table, £5 an hour. I don't know. Below the minimum wage. I don't know.
100K though, man. That's outrageous. You said 20. Like, it's 100. Like, that's man.
I would change the title right now.
He should be sentenced. If I had,
he threw 100 grand. He threw 100 grand.
I said it was 20. It's 100.
You said 20. It's 100 apparently. If I had the power, if I had the power to do that, I'd throw him in jail. Straight up, I'd be like, "There's no, you're not going to court. There's no trial. You're going straight to the prison."
Doing that, man.
You're going straight to jail.
Insane
fish abuse from Pulisic. That video that went up. Jesus Christ, that brother, man. He was trying to do kick-ups, and this fish, unfortunately, was caught in the crossfire, and he fell on top of the fish, and then they had to be scooped out.
Oh my god!
Honestly, Pulisic, we defend you as it is. Don't make us have to do any more. Now you're going to get us in trouble with the wildlife fund and whatnot. It's crazy, man. It's crazy.
WWF on your case.
It's ridiculous, man. Like,
you know what I want to know?
RSPCA. Do you know what I mean?
What was it? Obviously, someone was videoing him. Was it? It had to be someone within that boat that uploaded it. Do you know what I mean? Don't fund me for the fish. Do you know what? We should start that as a group here. We really should. Probably make some money.
Thing I've ever
No, for real, we'll make peas.
We'll make money.
Do you know what? If someone had started a GoFundMe for that fish, I guarantee you minimum 5k for the fish.
I get instant.
I said we do it right now,
It would bring back.
I said we do it.
It would bring back.
Yeah, but if we do it now, they're going to know it's us, and they're going to know we're bagging it for ourselves. Split the money.
We
How much investment
do it
go
to
into our
put a proper
channel?
setup, like a Sky Sports setup. We do it.
We can rent our whole studio for the whole season, for at least half the season.
But yeah, as I was saying, the whole Pulisic thing, guys, like someone in the boat would have videoed that, and why are they uploading it? Like
clout, bro.
why?
Do you know that's gonna get loads of views on that? Do you know what I mean? It's gonna get loads of likes.
Like it would have been their family.
What did you see?
What did he see? What did Younes see?
Remember that? £1 fish, £1 fish.
I'm just, mate.
I remember that song. Yeah, I remember that song now. Do you remember that one?
I do.
Very, very good. Very, very cheap. £1 fish, £1 fish. I can just imagine him and Pulisic. Pulisic's there just stepping on all the fish, and he's just like £1 fish, £1 fish, Pulisic fish, very, very cheap, very, very good. And Pulisic's just there, just kicking the fish. Oh Lord. Oh, the RSPCA are gonna be all over this stream.
God, no, for real. Like if we raise the GoFundMe for the fish, yeah, Eldo's comment in the chat. Vegans will donate their whole house.
It's Shark Tale, bro, and Pulisic is the shark, man. Just comes into the reef and just beats everybody up for no reason, man. Just needs to calm it down. I'm gonna speak to some Americans about this because this can't go on. I hope we're gonna have. Maybe I'll do like a whole cross episode. I'll get like Chris from the Chelsea Mike Top Pod. I get Mike as well, Mike Ryan. I get Alex as well. All the Americans, just flood them in. Just have a good stern talking to them. Listen, you hurt any more fish out there? I swear to God. Oh God, this stream got way off tangent. Anyway,
that fish could have eaten up Pulisic. That was big fish there. Honestly,
big fish, man. Big ass fish. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, listen. Speaking of fish, salty Arsenal fan Bambo. I'm sorry that I cussed out your team again for the second stream running today. I did it on Rance's channel. I did it here as well. I'm not going to do it again. All right, I'm done. You're asking for another space, but what about I need my space now? And now I need.
But what about my space? What about my space?
These guys, I feel that these guys are getting into a habit now of asking me for a space on these streams. But yeah, we'll do a space. Maybe tomorrow before Copa America. See, no, that's not tomorrow. That's the day after. Before Copa America, we'll do a space. I'll go live at 1 a.m. on the Saturday night, Sunday morning. We'll do a space just before that. And yeah, we'll go like that. But yeah, that sounds good. Anything else to talk about, gentlemen, before we wrap up? I don't think there's any other transfer news because Chelsea are just working behind the scenes and stuff. So,
nah.
Yeah, that's it, isn't it?
So yeah, Haaland, please. That's it.
That's it. Well, listen, guys, welcome. I hope you enjoyed Sky Sports. Whatever. Well, I'm definitely not using that again before Sky Sports even try it with me in terms of the copyright. That's our picture.
Sky Sports BTEC.
Yeah, whatever you want to call it. Miz, bro, let them know about your channel, where to find you, any content you got coming out. Let the people know.
Yeah, tomorrow UK 11 a.m. Just as per usual, we'll have a live stream. We'll talk about the Lukaku CFC fan page in Insta saying that positive talks from Thomas Tuchel. So we'll look into that and marry that up with the Haaland thing and how that may be a bit unrealistic at certain times. Obviously, Giroud leaving, reminisce a little bit about his fantastic moments for Chelsea. So yeah, tune in for that. The race for 6,000 subscribers is well and truly on now. We go. And hopefully we get that done before the season starts. I think I'm about 500 subscribers away. So it's a realistic target to get there before the season starts. So yeah, that's the aim of the game.
Not only is it realistic, it shall be done. It shall be done. Make it done, people. Indeed. All right. If you haven't subscribed, make sure you go and do so. Link is in the chat. Victor's just put it in. Andre just said, Matisse selling dodgy stuff. I am selling nothing. All right. I am not selling the fish. I was doing an impression. I do not partake in any fish selling. Younes, before these guys try and drag me into something I don't even know what's going to get into with these chats.
Scandal
Younes, let them know where to find you and what content you got coming up, bro.
Yeah, man. Standard, really. I mean, obviously, with the transfer news and all of that, I'm trying to keep up daily content in terms of the news and what's been happening. I think tomorrow is going to be a Giroud special. It has to be, I think, especially if it's announced and it's done. We're going to reminisce a bit on Giroud since he left Arsenal to come to the best team in London and what he's accomplished. So that's going to be good. And then Saturday is, I think, a double upload. So I'll be doing a Chelsea video and then the England preview for the final against Italy. And then Sunday, it's all guns blazing, watch along on Twitch and hope England do it. And then we go back to standard football topic on YouTube as usual. So yeah, I'm pretty much all over the gaff.
Yeah. And from myself, obviously the Euros and the Copa America is ending this weekend, guys. So we're going to go straight back into normality with just club football. Praise the Lord! Can't wait. Chelsea. I'm going to try and line up some more informed journalists for you guys next week as well. I'm going to press on with that tomorrow. Probably video drop tomorrow, not a stream, because I know you guys enjoyed the video last time. You just enjoy the vibes that we do with me and Saj arguing. So we'll do that. Might even get 2 videos in a row, actually. Maybe one Friday, one Saturday. And obviously, the streams. We're going to do 2 watch-alongs, one for the Copa America, one for the Euros. And obviously, you've got London Clubs Carnage as well on Sunday. So yeah, roundabout will be back. I know I keep saying it's going to be back, but it actually will be back. I'm so sorry that it has not been back. It has been a nightmare. But it has finally got to the point where we can bring it back. There was it rained on Monday. So we actually filmed outside. We have the footage, but the camera, and it's just drizzling. Oh. So now I'm gonna get an umbrella.
I'll get a shield.
Rookie error from me. I'm gonna get an umbrella now. So now even if it rains, you're gonna see the roundabout because I'm gonna be out there in the rain doing it at 5 a.m. So yeah, there you go. Victor's put in the link for the stream. If you want to see Julian Laurens, that was yesterday, ESPN. Yeah. Really good stream. We spoke about the French market, all the players, Tchouameni, Camara, Varane to Manchester United. Camavinga, so many players, even Haaland as well. And soon this channel will be doing double uploads every day. We're working towards it. It's not easy, but we're getting there. One stream, one video a day next season, plus watch-alongs on Chelsea matches. So keep your eyes out. We're going to start pumping it out, yeah? It's a whole new thing now. We ain't playing about. I want that play button. Oh, goodness me. Chelsea, you let me down, man. You let me down. People, I will see you in a bit. And now Younes can tell us the madness that he can't reveal in public. All right, bye.